Yeah. What up, YouTube? We in here, man. It's been a while, man, but we coming back, man. I got a special message of encouragement for those that want to be in the entertainment world, man. Shout out to PTMG, GOMB, you know what I'm saying, and all the rest, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, yo, shout out to those, man, chasing the dream. I respect that, man. I respect that. It ain't easy, you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy, no doubt. Yeah, let a couple people pile in here real quick, and then we gonna get started, man. We gonna get to work, no doubt. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing cracking, man. PTMG, GOMB. You know what I mean? This one's out to y'all, man. So let's do it like this, man. We'll go ahead and switch over to the solo cam. No doubt, man. We in here. What up? What up? You know what I mean? YouTube, Facebook, all my people out there. What up? What up? You have to don't mind the audio. You have to give me some grace on that. I got the AC on in the background, so you might hear a little bit of that, but this message right here is for y'all, man. You know, I really wanted to put this together so that you know, you can kind of see where I'm coming from. Oftentimes it's hard to explain in one conversation, you know, where you may be at. But check this out, man. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to the show, get this thing started. So this is what it is, man. So after a lot of life experience, reflection, I've come to realize some truths about this entertainment world you're getting ready to step into, especially for those that are looking to, you know, make this a living, stepping into the top realms of this. I want to just give you some information, not to discourage you, but to encourage you to stay true to who you are. Because oftentimes in this world, people change up, man. And you're gonna see what I mean here in a minute. But really what I've come to realize, though, is that most of any business, really, you know, you have to be willing to be ruthless to be able to get to the top. There's certain lines you must be willing to cross, and you can see this all throughout business. Like if you just really take some time and study this, you'll see that what I'm saying is correct. Companies all over the place are being sued left and right for constantly trying to step over that line. Really, a lot of it is these companies get caught trying to play us. Well, they do play us, but sometimes they get caught, they get sued. It happens all over the place. And you've got to be prepared for that if you really want to step into this world. Because I'm telling you now, there's no love in it. You know, when you're dealing in a capitalistic system where profit matters, there's no love. There's no, well, this happened, so I couldn't fulfill my, you know, thing on this side. There's no excuses. There's no, it doesn't matter what the reason is. You must produce. And, you know, in that vein, you know, I want this to be like an encouragement to you, because and I don't like sit side by side with you guys. I don't know your guys' daily routine. But I will say this, if you're not writing every day, you know, if you're not staying in that creative process every day, because the truth is, it costs you nothing to write, you know, and you should always have music or whatever it is, you should always have that in the clip ready to go. You don't want to just rely on a certain couple songs that, you know, you don't want to just rely on it, you know, put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like the guys that really made it, when you look at the Biggies and the Dre's and the Jay-Z's and all these guys that, you know, really climbed to the top. They was constantly writing. You know, Eminem said he got caught writing in his book one time. Somebody asked him, is that your rhyme book? And he told him, you know, 99% of this stuff I'll never use. You know, but he used that as a way to stay in the creative process. Just keep writing something. Keep trying to think of something. Putting things together, words to match. And you know, and that's the reality of it. I wanna show you something here. There's a friend of mine. He goes by the name of Havoc, which if he were to break it into the mainstream, he would probably have to change that, because you know we kind of partial to Havoc or Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? But this kid, I love this kid, man. He's not a kid, but I call everybody a kid, because we all children of God. But I'm digressing. But this kid, Greg Colt, man, he's a up and coming artist. He wants to, you know, break into it. And he's sending me songs that he wrote and produced. Now, of course, they're not going to be top quality. You know, he's doing this stuff on his own time, on his own dime. But he's sending me every day. He's sending me music. Every day he's sending me something that he wrote. That he, you know, every day he sends me something. Sometimes multiple times a day. Check this out. Check this out right here. Let me get this going for you. Watch this right here. Let me go ahead and pause the music here for a second. Now watch this real quick. He's sending me this every day. You know what I mean? This is every day he's sending this. Check this out.
Yeah, homie, man, we get it in from the bottom, so.
You know, and I'm just going down through. This is just what he sends me in Messenger. He just, you know, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? You know, he's constantly writing, constantly going. His name's Greg Colt.
Okay, I put the game full cross set.
You know what I mean? He's constantly reworking, remastering, you know, hey, this is just a rough draft. So, and I mean, that, like I said, that's just, you know, some examples. I probably got all that in all the same day. Check this out. This is a kid out of York, man. This is a kid right here. He's doing his thing, man.
Everything I spit. This is facts, nigga. Everything I spit real. I'm that. Okay, unpopular opinion. Don't act me a hobby, my man. We wasn't even supposed to be in the track.
Every day he's uploading. Every day he's working. Every day he's moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta be. I watched a documentary on wrestling, pro wrestling, and it was called. I encourage you to go check it out. It was called 350 Days. And it was talking about how these guys would be on the road 350 days out of a 365-day year. And, you know, most people are not going to be able to keep up with that grind. The music business will be no different. You know, you get signed, somebody wants you to, you know, make some big moves with them, you're going to be working constantly, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of you guys are built for that. But a lot of people are not, they're not, what would you say? They're not considering that realistically. You know what I'm saying? And they're looking at the glam and the glitz, and they're looking at what's being presented to them on TV. You know what I'm saying? Or in this day and age, you know, online or whatever. But the reality is this: most of the people that get into this world, they don't come out the same. You see what I'm saying? Check this out. Just to switch over to still the same entertainment world, but just to show you, you know, what it could be. Check this out. So you got Tom Brady. He splits up. Him and his woman split up, right? They split up. He lost his whole family because he was like, listen, I'm going to play this game. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's my own kids. You got to ask yourself, man, do you got that in you? Dr. Dre calls you and says, I want to meet with you. You may not be able to bring your family, my man. That's all I'm saying. I know we want to look at things as, that's not going to happen to me. And that's a disease of the mind to feel that way. I did a lot of time over, that's not going to happen to me. Think about this. Think about the people that you're with today. And I'm talking about romantically, like your girl, woman, wife, whatever. Most of the people, and it's never 100%, but most of the people that go into this world, no matter what, sports, music, whatever it is, a lot of times business in general, if you're going to the top levels, most of the people do not end up with the person that they went in with. Think about that as you look at your spouse and your family. Consider that. And this isn't to discourage you. This is to give you a realistic view of what you're stepping into. And what I'm asking you is, don't just take my word for it. Spend some time and study these people. Study the people that have been where you want to go. and get out of the mindset of, it's not going to happen to me. Because I'm telling you now, more than likely, it will. Are you prepared for this right here? Now, this, you wouldn't say this was his day one. So I'll click off of that for a minute. That they got together, they were both, look at this right here. Day one, this is who he had his kids with. All of that, divorce. Because when it came to playoff time, to be the best, you have to be so zeroed in that not even what your kids are going through can interrupt what you're doing. It cannot interrupt your focus during playoff time. And playoff time could be anything. That could be the signing of a big contract. That could be, what's the playoff time in your life, in your industry that you want to be in? Think of the people that are in your corner today. Do you have it in you to tell people, hey, I'm not rocking with you no more? And I know you're thinking, that won't happen to me. Okay. Check this out. Let me go here real quick. Okay. Now, look at this. Now, everybody knows Lil Wayne, from the, Hot Boys, Lil Wayne. Everybody knows that. His best man, his day one. I want you to look to your left, to your right. Your day ones, the ones that are there with you today when you have nothing. Not that you don't have anything. I'm saying as far as the level of being in this entertainment space compared to, these guys that are at the top. I'm talking about before you get to that level, look at who's around you today. And ask yourself this. Ask yourself, could you be this way? Could you be this way? Ask yourself this. Watch this. Watch this right here. Watch this. Here we go.
When I came home from prison, from seeing how niggas do they niggas when they go in jail, niggas who are millionaires.
You know how the
Hold up, sorry about that.
When I came home from prison, from seeing how niggas do they niggas when they go in jail, niggas who are millionaires, and they come home and, nigga, you got this, nigga, here go your house, here go your car. I thought I was gonna have that. Cause I'm just knowing, nigga, I was solid, nigga. I ain't, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Come on, dog, I don't give a fuck what we went through. Nigga, like, nigga, I'm Turk. Yeah, I'm original, nigga. I put in work around here. You feel me?
Imagine.
So I'm thinking, and then Wayne had just did a song, My Homie Still, Free Turk. That song right there with Big Sean. I'm like, oh, bitch, it's on. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking it's on. But then reality hit when my girl pulled up and picked me up. But I was happy because she picked me up, you know what I'm saying? But then that was my reality. Like
no jet. Yeah. None of that.
And nigga, I went home with $500.
So there you go. So that's Lil Wayne, right? That's Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? That's Lil Wayne. Now that was his day one. That was his day one. That was the one that was there from the beginning, man. Straight cut him off, man. Can you do that? Look to the left. Look to the right. Can you tell him, hey, and just don't even pick up the phone? Are you that heartless? Do you have that in you? Watch this. Check this out. Here goes another example. I can go on and on and on and on and on. Now that we have this internet, we can see what really happened when we were thinking, yeah, this music's hot. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on a second. Let me get back. Watch this. Here goes another one. Remember Ice Cube? Ice Cube, his day one, Mac 10. His day one. Watch this.
They asked Ice Cube in an interview if he would get back and work with you again, put West Side Connection back together, and he said, I'll do it if he kisses my ring.
And what was my response?
I think you laughed about it.
I laughed about it and said, I see you taking this comedy to the next level now. Yeah.
Right. Oh. Such a weird comment, man.
What? For him to say that?
For him to say that.
I thought it was weird as a motherfucker. And
so I'm just saying, like, these are day ones. These are day ones. Look, I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Watch this. Hold on a second. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Now watch this here. Everybody remembers P. Diddy from back in the day, right? He had a partner when he started Bad Boy. He had a partner when he started Bad Boy. I encourage you to go watch this interview, man. This guy's name's Kirk Burrows. It's Kirk Burrows right here. Okay? He's going to tell you what happened with him and Sean Combs. P. Diddy. His day one. Watch this.
Kept us very busy in that time to do that. And what happened along the way, we had a lot of success. Got fired from Uptown. I was there, helping him to build back up again. Loyal, no betrayal, no stealing, family. His son's godfather.
Now you see that. He's like loyal. I was there. And if you go and watch this whole interview, he'll tell you how when we all know about how, P. Diddy got fired from Uptown, he goes on to start Bad Boy. This dude was there with him. Day one, not someone like me who just came in after things, you know what I'm saying? But this was the day one. Look to your left and your right. Watch this.
We were renegotiating Bad Boy. We had gotten over CCNY. It looked like the coast was clear. We were renegotiating with Arista. We were about to get a step up in the money. I had 25% of the company. I didn't know why he needed to get that back from me and then give it back to me again. I didn't understand that.
Let me stop right there. See, the thing is P. Diddy was playing him. He was like, look, just give it back to me, and then I'll give it back to you. Playing him. Why? Why? Because you gotta be ruthless. Can you do that? Can you do that? Look to your left and your right.
That's like a trick. Like, okay, here, I gave it to you, now give it back, and don't worry, I'm gonna give it right back to you. I didn't want to give it up. So he came into my office one day unexpected, him and Kenny Marsalis. He had a plan.
Watch this. Watch this.
Kenny had the briefcase with all the stock certificates in it. And
listen.
Diddy had the bat. Not like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with the bat. But he had the bat like, man, we got to do this. This has to happen. I didn't feel I was going to get beat down in my office. In all honesty, I got people that could jump out of the shadows in a minute.
I'm gonna stop it right there. Because of course, I mean, he's a man. He's trying to save face a little bit. But here's the thing. That was P. Diddy's day one, man. If you go and watch this interview, he'll tell you how when Biggie was doing this thing and all this, he was the one arranging all of this. He was the one setting up all the shows, doing the business side of things, so that P. Diddy could be out front. We never saw Kirk Burroughs when we were watching the Source Awards back in '95. We never saw Kirk Burroughs when P. Diddy and Biggie were walking around and we were idolizing them. There was no Kirk Burroughs. There was no mention of Kirk Burroughs. Why? Why? Because that's the type of person you must be. I'll show you another, and then we're gonna close with check this out. Check this out right here. Everybody remembers Nelly. This is Ali. From that crew, man. I never even knew this dude. I was listening to Country Grammar, all of that. I never even knew this guy's name. Okay? But what you'll see, and I encourage you to go watch this video. It's on Vlad TV. I'm not taking any credit for this. I'm not, claiming any credit for this. I'm just using this in fair use to explain my point and to explain how there's no love in the entertainment world. And I would even take it a step further to say there's no love in the business world. There's no love. So watch this. So he's basically going to break down how he wrote 80% of an album that went diamond. Country Grammar went diamond. Watch this.
You're telling me from that point on, you wrote the remainder of that album?
Yeah.
How okay.
90%. I'm going to say what I didn't write. I didn't write Don't Stop Ever Loving Me. Right? Their whole record. I didn't write If You Want to Go and Take a Ride With Me until you put it in the fold, would you go, do you?
Yep.
Now, from that point on, we can walk down every one. Like 3 of the songs, I wrote the whole thing.
And again, this is fair use. I'm just using this as a way to show how he's saying I wrote most of that album. Remember Ice Cube and NWA, and he's telling Jerry Heller, hey, I wrote most of those songs. Watch this.
The Lil Wayne record, every word. The
Lil Wayne.
That's rap some, throw them rappers or something. I falls through when a Hummer, Mercury to Don, Lazy to Kuwan, with the vest thunder to Sean John. You don't want none. Partner, I got a rep for leaving here. Swole up. I wrote that whole thing. The hook is a meal young. Keep it real for triple O. Eyes low, front plenty Henny and hydro. Fuck a bitch and some clothes. Front plenty Henny and high. That song that I wrote, the whole Little Rain Wrong song I wrote.
Lil Wayne.
If you do you really want to go south in the Escalade, me and Key, it sound like the Ice Capades from me and him. 4 out. Anytime you hear 4-4, go back to high school. I wore number 44. I was a shooter. 44 Magnum.
Look at this. He's breaking it down how I wrote all this.
You compared me to your local grocery, and you. Yeah, him. He wrote that. Now they tell you too. Shit, that's me.
No. I mean, obviously, Nelly won't tell you because even as you were talking, I'm blown away. Real talk. I'm blown away because you're telling me something I never heard before.
Yeah,
right. We never knew this. I'm going to stop it right there. Encourage you, please go watch that. Please go watch that. I'm telling you, man. Please go watch that. Go watch those videos, man. Study this world that you're getting ready to get yourself into. And this is going out to, the rest of this is going out to PTMG, GOMB. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to, ran into Saga last night from PTMG. It was cool, man. It's good to see you again. But here's the honest truth, man, and this is just what it is. I've thought on this for a long time. I've meditated on this, and the reality is this. The truth is this. This is my truth, and I'm doing this in this fashion rather than I'll be getting with you guys and talking with you guys. But I'm doing this in this fashion because there's no debate here. This is something that I've already thought about, considered, and there's just no other way around this. But the truth and the reality of the whole thing is this. We have an organization called God's Chosen Ones, and I'm going to be more focused on that. I'm also going to be leaving town. I'm going to be relocating. We have some opportunities to take over some properties and things like that. We're going to get some houses built up, and I'm going to be getting in touch with you guys so we can set up some studios in the houses and set up some networks that way. But in the meantime, and pretty much from this point forward, I'm no longer going to be involved in all of the planning and the planning stages, the business side of what you guys are doing, because I've realized, man, that, in my life, I no longer want to be in the entertainment world. I don't, there's nothing good there. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate all the people that we lost. I don't appreciate all the people that got screwed over. And I know you're thinking, that ain't gonna be me. I can feel that coming through the screen. But man, in my life, man, I don't want to be a part of it. And there's a few reasons for this. One is that, like I said, there's no love in this world, man. The higher you climb, the less love there will be. The less, the more you will have to be ruthless. The more you will have to put the things that you love to the back and get focused and locked in. You start talking about tours, albums. I mean, you're not going to have time for anything else. Ja Rule said it best when you go back and listen to some of his work. He's like, you think I got time to spend all this dough? No. Another episode. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. Well, that's not really the main thing. That's actually a small part. Another reason is this. We built up God's Chosen Ones. We had a good couple properties here in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And because of the situations of the time, the pandemic, everything, I watched my whole organization basically go on life support. Something that I built, something that, I raised as like you would a child, and I need to the effects of that mentally. I'm still feeling. Another reason, I'm in school. I really got to focus on that. School isn't easy for me. I'm going to school late. I always encourage the kids to go early, man. Go when you get out of high school. Go right away, because it's harder to retain information the older you get. And that's just the reality of it. But especially for me, it takes me, going through a week's worth of assignments, I have to be zeroed in. I have to be taking notes, going back over things. It takes a lot for me to retain that information so I can pass the certifications I need to get through and all that. And on top of that, I'm going to be moving out of town. This is going to happen real soon. And I got to be, focused on making that transition. We got there's a lot of steps involved in doing this, and we're not taking any shortcuts. So I got to be locked in, man. I mean, I love you guys, and I'm going to always be in support for sure. But I'm falling back off the business side, and I'm just going to focus on getting back into a position to where we can be in service and we can start helping our brothers and sisters get out of this street world, and I'll keep it all the way 100. This is just another little tidbit that, I'm just giving you, just so you know where I'm at. But I've been in the worlds that you guys are in. When you talk about having dancers and, strippers and things like that, I've been in that world. And a lot of the people that are in that world, they really don't like it. They're really not living good lives. They're really not living the lives that you see them smiling and dancing on the camera. Please believe that. I was right in that world, and I'm not going to get too far into that. But there's just nothing there for me, I'm always be here as far as information, whatever I can help you guys out with, like as far as the OBS and some business advice that I could give. But really beyond that, I'm really not going to be available for the upcoming events. And, as far as being able to be there in person and things of that nature, if I can get there, it'll be, solely on the basis of being in support, on a more of a fan level. So, like I said, guys, don't take this as a discouragement, but instead, take this as an encouragement and just understand what you're getting into. You see what I'm saying? Understand what you're getting into. Don't allow this world to trick you into believing that what you have right now, your people, your family, even the struggles that you have, the world is constantly trying to trick you into thinking that that's not good enough. And it'll even trick you into thinking that not only is it not good enough, but you should give that up in place of this world. And I just encourage you, man, if you're gonna do this, go at it 100%. Make sure that you're including your family. You're setting aside time for those that you love. You got to do it all. You can't fall short over here to grow over here. You have to take the time to grow those things equally. No shortcuts, man. No shortcuts. Get on your grind. Content. Like my man Tough said, you should be producing something every week. You should have a weekly show, a monthly show, something that you could take clips up, chop it up, share it all around, tag each other, everybody sharing each other's stuff. You have to do that every day. Every day, man. Don't sit and you can't live off the last breath you took. And that's a bar for you. You take a breath, you have to take the next breath. It's all about the next one. So this is an encouragement to y'all, man. Keep writing, keep producing, man. Don't stop, man. If you want to get into this, do not stop. Tag each other, share each other, help each other. If this person needs a couple dollars, everybody forms up and helps that person. And vice versa, man. Vice versa, man. You're not going to be able to do it on your own. You're not going to be able to go into this world standing by yourself without question. No one has ever done that. No one ever will. Secrets to Recovery, man. Warren Garrett. God's chosen ones, man. If you want the shirt, man, reach out to us, man. We'll send you one out, no cost, man. Just pay for the shipping. And with that being said, we out, man. We